I shaved my face last night with a men's razor, something I've been doing for many, many years. And the skincare that I'm going to use for this morning routine today is just as important as the skincare that I used for last night's skincare routine after I shaved my face. Now, if you're newer to my channel and you're like, what? She shaved her face with a men's razor? And you have never seen any of my videos sharing how I shave my face and what particular skincare products I use after I shave my face, because that is very, very important. What skincare products to use right after you shave your face with an actual razor blade. I am going to pop a video up here and I will link down below a video showing step by step, exactly zoomed in close up, what I do when I shave my face, if that's something that you're interested in, and to explain more about if the hair grows back darker and thicker and why I shave my face and why it might be something that you might be interested in doing for your face as well. So since shaving my face, of course, yes, I'm shaving the hair off my face, I'm also basically exfoliating that dead skin that's kind of sitting on the surface of my skin. I'm not trying to do anything aggressive that very next day. So the very next morning, I like to use really gentle products, but products that are going to just give my skin like a mega drink of water and hydration and really plump up my skin and make my skin look super, super hydrated and glowy. Also, my skin barrier, that protective layer on my skin, will thank me because I'm not doing anything harsh, I'm repairing it. So I've already cleansed my face. Now, a lot of people in the morning, they don't even like to cleanse their face, they just splash it with water. But for me, I always like to use a cleanser. Now, the morning after I shave my face, I don't like to use any harsh cleansers. So I like to go in with my Aven. This is their extremely gentle cleanser. This is a nice, very thin, lightweight, kind of a milky cleanser. I put this on dry skin, not on damp skin. I will even use this in the evening as a double cleanse, but I always start with dry skin. If you put this on wet skin, you're not gonna like it, especially to remove makeup. But this removes all of my makeup, even waterproof eye makeup in the evening, as long as I start on dry skin. And then of course I rinse it off and then I follow with a second cleanse. But in the morning, I put it on dry skin, massage it in like a really nice lightweight moisturizer, and then I just rinse it off, and it leaves my skin super glowy, super hydrated, and it feels like I've put a lightweight moisturizer on my skin. My skin never feels stripped, it's never irritated. This is an all-around perfect cleanser if you're just looking for a cleanser but you want it to be lightweight, not stripping, especially if you have eczema or rosacea, or if you have super dry skin and you're just looking for a really nice morning cleanse, or like I said, if you want a gentle evening cleanse but you still want it to be able to take off your sunscreen and your eye makeup. This is a cleanser that I've been using for a couple years now that I really enjoy. The very next step, I always like to leave my face damp because the next products that I'm going to use will penetrate even better on damp skin versus on dry skin. But if I don't leave my skin damp with just the tap water, I will mist it with my favorite, my Aven Thermal Spring Water. I've been raving about this for 10 years now. And this isn't just basic old water. I used to just think it's just water in a can, but this is sterilized mineral spring water. This has minerals in it. If you go on their website, there's a lot of really good information on the history of this and a lot of really good stories that I was reading of how healing this actually is and how they discovered how healing this is. So this isn't just basic water. This isn't like splashing your face with tap water. You know, that's full of toxins and chlorine and things like that that will dry out your skin. But I don't only use this on my face. If I've ever scraped myself, a cut, a burn, anything like that, even a bug bite, spraying something like this on has just worked wonders for me. This is like healing water in a can for me. If you are a menopausal woman, this definitely comes in handy. If you're having a little hot flash, it's got such a nice light mist to it. So it's not like a big blob of, you know, water spraying on your face. And if you're having a hot flash, just spray a little mist of this on. It doesn't mess up my makeup. And then if you have one of those little travel fans, or, you know, if it's windy or whatever, or stand in front of the air conditioner, this will just cool you off so fast. So this has so many uses, but of course the main thing I use it for is my skincare. Using some type of a facial mist does help the next product to penetrate even better. Also, I'm sharing a lot of this brand Aven in this video because they are having one of their big friends and family sales going on right now, 25% off. So if you just look below this video, I will share their discount code and the link where you can purchase this. I always wait till they have their big sales before I stock up on a lot of their products, and they have some new products right now, so I'm about to share one of their newer products that I've been waiting for months to share. This new product is a holy grail product of mine. This is the newest serum on Aven's website called their Hyaluron Active B3. This is their concentrated plumping serum. I was recently in France, well, about 4 months ago. In France, of course, where all of this is made by Aven, they have so many products that we do not sell here in the United States, or that we don't even sell, they don't sell on their Aven USA website. Well, they sell this serum, and they sell a bunch of other products that of course I purchased, and I wanted to share them, but I looked and I saw that they didn't sell it on their USA website. When I'm traveling around, I see that a lot of these brands sell things in different countries before they start selling in the USA. But if you love hydrating serums, you're gonna love this serum. This serum is so hydrating. It will make your skin look so glowy. You're gonna look like a disco ball, but without glitter. It's a clear serum. It's super lightweight and silky. I think it only has like 7 ingredients in it. And if you deal with large pores, the niacinamide that's in here, it's not going to shrink your pores. Your pores aren't gonna open and close. But you know, if you haven't really taken great care of your skin and your pores just kind of look a little stretched out and out of shape, it's really good for the health of your pores. It's gonna over time help that pore health to get back to where it needs to be so that your pores will look nice and tight where they should be. If you deal with any dark spots or melasma, I deal with a lot of melasma, especially here on my forehead and right here on the sides of my cheeks. Niacinamide is a great ingredient, not the only ingredient, but it's one ingredient amongst many other ingredients that is great to help with melasma and hyperpigmentation, especially if you just have basic dark spots or sunspots. It's really great for that. But it will plump everything up, fill in these little fine lines and wrinkles, but you won't even need to use highlighter when you're doing your makeup routine because your skin already looks like it's highlighted because it's super duper glowing. Now during the daytime, I personally don't use a moisturizer that often. I might put an eye cream or a moisturizer on underneath my eyes. My sunscreen, which I do use every single day, rain or shine, my sunscreen has moisturizing ingredients in it, but in the evening I do use a moisturizer. So one that I do like to use after I shave my face, which is extremely healing and calming to my skin, is this one by Aven, and I just wanted to share it since of course it's on their 25% off sale. This truly is a magical transformative product. If you have super dry mature skin, you are going to love their Sequel Fate moisturizer. One little tip I learned from another dermatologist about this product, especially since winter time's coming up, and I know many of us, I'm guilty of it, we like to take super hot showers, which we're not supposed to, but I do it. Underneath our eyes, the older that we're getting, you know, they're starting to dry out, which mine are. Put a little blob of this underneath your eyes before you get in the shower. So if you're one of those people who are just like, whatever, I don't care, I'm gonna take a super hot steamy shower, it's not good for our under eyes. But if you protect your under eyes first with a blob of this underneath, then after you get out of the shower, do your face skincare and your under eyes were protected the whole time. That's just one little, you know, pro tip. I'm not a pro, but I learned it from a dermatologist. I am gonna put like half of a pea size, if that, the teeniest amount. I mean, you can see how thick this is. That's actually too much, so we'll just put it on the backs of our hands. I am gonna put the teeniest amount as my eye cream. So I'll skip moisturizer everywhere else. Now, by the way, I always do my neck and my chest, but since I have this robe on, I don't wanna like expose everything, but I do normally do my whole neck and my chest, but I'll do that off camera. All right, so if we're trying to do a gentle, calming, soothing, repairing type of skincare routine every day, it's a no-brainer. I use a sunscreen. If I had to pick, say, my top 3 holy grail sunscreens, this one by Aven would be one of my top 3. I love this sunscreen. Now, this is their tinted one, so this one's probably not for everyone because you can probably see how dark this tint is. This is one that, I mean, this one's almost empty. So you can see, do you see how dark it is compared to the color of my hand? But once it rubs in on my face, it does not look this dark after I completely rub it in. This is, I think, 12% zinc oxide. It is a 100% mineral sunscreen. It is fragrance free. When I rub it in, at first it feels a little greasy. So when I first got it, I thought, oh man, it's a little too greasy for me. But after, I'd say maybe about 10 minutes, it completely absorbs and it gives my skin the most amazing natural finish. So this works perfectly if you have dry skin, if you have oily skin, if you have normal skin. I just think this is an all-around amazing sunscreen. So I'm just gonna do one half of my face first just so that you can kind of see the difference. And I do bring this down my neck. Now, if I'm wearing a white top, I'll bring it down and then I'll use a whiter or a light sunscreen, kind of like ombre it so it doesn't get on my top. So here's what it looks like on that side of my face after it's pretty much dried down compared to the side that it doesn't have anything on. So just don't be fooled thinking that it's going to look this dark on your skin. Now, after I put one layer of it on and let it dry, I do like to go in with the second layer and rub that in as well. All right, and then I have one last thing to show you, which is my absolute favorite thing from this brand. Does anyone else have a large forehead like I do? What do they call this, a 5 head instead of a 4 head? Or a 6 head? I don't know what it's called, but looking at it on camera, I've always had a receding hairline like this. Even when I was a little kid, I had it. So, but golly, looking at it on camera, it sure does look large. Does anyone else have a big forehead like this also? Anyways, I want to show you one last product from this brand that is my absolute favorite. Now, there are a few products from this brand that I absolutely think are terrible. Just because I love a lot of products from one brand doesn't mean I love everything, you know, from that brand. But the very last product, I own probably 10 of these because I stock up on them when they have a sale. This is the Aven High Protection SPF 50 Compact. This is their tinted compact. It comes in 2 shades, in the shade Beige and Honey, and I own both of them, and these are both perfection for my skin. I use them every single day. I actually use this for my foundation. You guys, this gives me a high, medium, almost full coverage foundation. So if you suffer with melasma, or not, I don't suffer, if you deal with melasma. So I have some hormonal hyperpigmentation that I've had for over 20 years. That's rude and doesn't want to go away. I guess I'm not suffering, but if you are dealing with melasma like I am, and it is difficult to find a good foundation to offer coverage that still looks like skin. You don't want to look like a cake face, like you have a ton of makeup on. Try this. I'm telling you, I think this is like one of the best products out there. I like to use products that have sunscreen in them, but they're also makeups. And this is a holy grail for me. That's why I stock up on these, because I use these so frequently. Not only do I use these for my actual foundation for the day, because the coverage is so good to cover up this excess hyperpigmentation and melasma on my skin. Using a cream to powder product like this, as you can see, I just pressed it on my skin. I can just press this right back over top of my makeup. It refreshes my makeup throughout the day and looks beautiful, but it's an SPF 50 all mineral tinted sunscreen. So now I'm retouching my sunscreen throughout the day. You guys, this is to me a no-brainer. Every single person who is struggling with retouching their sunscreen throughout the day should have one of these. The only problem is it only comes in these 2 shades, but I realized these are very forgiving shades. This is the shade that matches my skin tone perfectly, as you can see, but I use this shade Honey as a bronzer. Now I have another video. This is a dupe for the super popular viral Chanel bronzer. The shade is identical. Many people that have darker skin than I do said that this shade Honey works great for them, but for me and a lot of people that are lighter than me, you could use this as your cream bronzer. So instead of using a cream bronzer that's just a makeup, you could use a cream bronzer that also has an all mineral SPF 50 in it. So here's the difference in both of these shades. But like I said, these shades are very forgiving and surprisingly work for a huge range of skin tones. If you wanted to take advantage of this huge 25% off sale, I will make sure I put the links down below in this video. Now I purchased all of these products with my own money, but of course, if you do choose to use my links, I do receive a referral commission, but no pressure to ever use my links. But if you do, thank you so much. If you wanted to see a makeup video of how I do use this as my foundation and then the rest of the makeup, how I, completely transform myself from no makeup to a full face of makeup, I'm gonna pop another video up here if you wanted to click on that and check it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.